All right. So good morning, everybody. This is 15 minutes past 12 p.m. Saturday, 11th of January, 2026, and like I promised in the WhatsApp community, this is going to be the final tutorial video or the final tip or teaser that I'm going to give you guys regarding the 10 plus price action trading framework, which is TPAT for short. For short, okay. Um, Today, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the levels. All right, there are actually four levels of approach of four different approaches under the TPAT framework. All right, but I'm going to be showing you just one, which is the most beginner-friendly version of the TPAT framework so far. All right, so having said that, we're going to get right into it. All right, and let's go. So first of all, when it comes to the Templars price action trading system, we work based on support and resistance levels. All right, but our support and resistance levels are not random levels. Okay, our support and resistance levels are calculated based on the actual market price that institutions follow, which is what the close prices, all right, the connection between the close prices or the relationship between individual close prices, all right, that's the major thing that we want to deal with. So for this particular framework, which is our level one approach when it comes to the TPAT framework, we're looking for a rejection from a higher time frame key level, all right. It can either be a so let's say we have a key level like this on the higher time frame, either AV or open close, and then we want to see on the lower time frame price come into it, all right, break structure, then return. And now I know somebody will say, "Oh, of course," but this is just the normal SMS, all right. But no, this is not SMS, and I'm going to show you how it is. Although this is the beginner-friendly model, all right, or the beginner-friendly approach, but I'm going to explain it to you in a way that is going to show you and make more sense. So let's say, for example, here on the daily time frame, we have a resistance. All right, we have a resistance. Now, if you're working with this, you hardly have clear rules on what to follow, how to go about it, all right, or what specific region to look for. So, what you usually do is when this shift in market structure occurs, you look for, you've been taught to look for the order block at the top of that move, all right. But many times you find out that price ends up leaving you behind. So they started saying, oh, if there's a fair value gap, if there's inducement, if there's this, and then it begins to layer on top of layer. What we are doing with TPAT is to strip the market of all these ambiguities, all right, to remove all this order block, fair value gap, this one, that one, that one. We want to break them open and simplify it to the most basic format. So this is our key level on the daily time frame. All right. Now, because it's a daily time frame key level, all right, it means that our take profits are also going to be measured on the key level on the daily time frame. All right, we're going to be targeting take profits from the daily time frame. So, all right, those are going to be my take profit levels. All right, so we have our take profits. Okay. Now, what exactly is going to serve as my entry? We'll go to the 1 hour time frame. All right. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, we're looking for something very simple. It is called the AMS, all right, the AMS, which is attenuating momentum shift. Now, what does AMS mean, or what does attenuating momentum shift mean? It simply means the slowing down of price, all right, before the momentum finally shifted. So when we have a system like this, all right, the rejection from that daily time frame key level on the 1 hour time frame has given us this. All right, what we want to aim for is the first open close. All right, the first open close just before this break of structure. All right, and if we look at that, it's going to be maybe somewhere around here. Okay, there's no open close on this particular time frame because you can see price went below this low sharply on this candle. All right, so I'm going to mark that candle. I'm going to mark that candle. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to look for the open close inside of that candle. And you're going to see how weirdly accurate this is. So this is our open close. All right, that's our open close. So when we want to enter this trade on the 1 hour time frame, all right, that becomes our entry. Now remember, it's a daily time frame entry, all right, which means our take profits are measured on the daily time frame. So okay, maybe for the next one, I'm going to use the replay feature. So you see that it doesn't only work because it doesn't just work because, oh, it's already something that has happened. I'm going to use the replay feature so you see how it will behave in real time. All right. So can you see this is 1:11.9, or let's say 1:12 risks to reward. Why? Simply because we're able to break things down from the higher time frame down all the way to the lower time frame, even to the point of getting our entries on the 15 minutes time frame. So basically what the AMS tells us is, let me go back to daily. I think it's going to be easier to show you. Where was that? Where was my drawing? All right. So what we want to do is this level here that you've seen, all right, what's going to happen is within this point, all right, inside this point, there's going to be an area where price creates candles like this. All right, we want to see price create two consecutive bearish candles. All right, while it was coming to break that structure, it has to happen before price broke this low. All right, so once we see these two consecutive bearish candles, we mark the this middle right here. All right, that becomes our entry. All right, so when price returns to it, we can take a sell, and our stop loss is going to be just above that previous high. All right, the same thing when it's a support. All right, I want to see the AMS form like this. All right, I know somebody saying, that's a Quasimodo, that's a QM. No, not necessarily. Our approach to this is a lot different from what a Quasimodo is. All right, so just before price came to this point, we want to see two consecutive bullish candles. All right, in this case, we're going to need to see two consecutive bullish candles. All right, two consecutive bullish candles, and then the middle point, which is our open close, all right, becomes where we want to use for our entry. Okay, so let's go back to the daily time frame. Now, this is the only part of the Templar's price action trading framework that I'm going to be able to give you guys for free. The rest of the system is crazy, it's stupidly accurate, and it is just mind-blowing. So after this has already taken profit, all right, we see price react back up. There's a way to take entry from here, but I'm not going to be showing you that because it's not a part of what I want to give you guys as a giveaway. So we have another level here that price has come back to. All right, so now that price is back here, if we're going to take that trade, where is our take profit going to be? We have one, two. Okay, hold on. Let me use the replay feature. All right, that's the key level there. That's TP2. This is TP3, TP4. Yeah, TP4. Although I should have marked this, but nah, I'm not feeling interested. So based on that, we'll come to the 1 hour time frame. All right, we'll come to the 1 hour time frame. Now, what are we doing on the 1 hour time frame? Let's play it. Give me 3 candles per second. Good. So now if you look at it on the 1 hour time frame, all right, this is the level. All right, that's the level that price has broken. Okay, and remember here now on the 1 hour time frame, we have a serious open close, all right, which is this. But at the same time, we can also go to the 15 minutes time frame and check. And then coming to the 15 minutes time frame, what do we see? This is the level that was broken, and this is the open close just before it. That's the open close just before it. All right, so let's go back to the 1 hour time frame and then we play it forward. All right, TP1, TP2, TP3. Now look at where we took our entry from. This very tiny point here. All right, this seemingly insignificant level is where we've taken our entry from. All right, so we have TP1, 2, this is 3, and I dare say price is going to come to TP4, all things being equal. And even if it doesn't, we're still going to be fine, but I feel like it should. It should, because this does not look like the completion of everything that we have been waiting for. So, talking risk to reward, SL right there. As at here, we have 1:7, and as at here, we have 1:9.74. Something along that line. Can we please speed it up? No, this is not. Let me go to the daily time frame. Okay, so there was a TP here that we didn't mark. Right. So that's where price reacted from. But nonetheless, you would have gotten at least 1:7 as at when price got to this TP3 and then began to misbehave. That would have been 1:7.76. There are some more advanced concepts that we can include in this that we can just add to it, modify our entries, get tighter stop losses and all of that. But I'm not going to be showing that here because the focus of this is to just show you a demonstration of one of the entry methods or entry models using the Templar's price action trading framework. All right. I've seen a lot of people make comments about the PDF, the Traders Clarity the Traders Clarity Manifesto, saying, "Oh, it's all trash, it's all jargon, it doesn't resonate with them." And I laugh. Why? Because if you don't understand the power of close prices, if you don't understand how powerful the closing prices are, you're going to end up trapping yourself unnecessarily. All right, you're going to end up trapping yourself unnecessarily. So what we're doing here is to just show you a glimpse, give you a foretaste of what it is that the Templar's price action trading framework looks like. All right, this is level 1, which is the most beginner friendly approach under the framework. All right, like I said, there are 4 different approaches, and the other 3 are crazy, crazy solid. But I'm not going to be teaching them to you guys for free. So feel free if you want to learn, no problem. If you don't want to learn, I can guarantee that if you follow this video and you understand the things I've shown you in this video, it should definitely help you get better in your trading. All right, you should be able to begin to see more and more trades. All right, more frequently, your trades should look a lot better because even if you look at what we have here, this was a daily time frame break of structure. Hold on, this was a daily time frame break of structure. And when you look at it, this is the first open close. All right, this is the first open close. When price got to it, it reacted. Now, if I didn't want to use the daily time frame, I can easily go to the 1 hour time frame, look for the first open close that price reached, which is this. And you can see price reacted from there many times as well. All right, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. All right, 8 times before price finally came to this other one. So the Templar's price action trading framework is lovely. All right, there are rules for virtually everything you're going to be doing. So there's really no guesswork. All right, you have very clear rules, very clear indication. If you see this, do this, and if you do not see this, run away. All right, it is that clear. It is that clear. So I want to say thank you to you guys for your audience. Thank you for following me this far. All right, I can assure you it's going to be an amazing 2026. Stay tuned. We're going to drop setups, trade ideas from time to time that I'm certain would benefit you guys in your trading journey. Without further ado, thank you so much. Have a lovely night rest. Happy Sunday to you guys, and God bless you. Amen.